2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in.
Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra.
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Home court advantage goes to the Cavaliers, playing here in Quicken Loans Arena. And it's the Cavaliers to start out, and the Clippers starting five. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Pierce in at the small forward. Now here's LeBron. 6 to shoot. Kicks it to Irving. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
Clippers on defense. Out to Shumpert. James against Griffin. James outside. A stupendous finish in traffic. James has got the first points up on the board here for Cleveland. Cleveland moving the ball around. Irving dishes to Mozgov. Back to Love. He kicks to Shumpert. Knocks it loose. Paul with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Paul against Irving. Irving double team. Here's Shumpert. Cleveland the rebound. LeBron against Griffin. LeBron kicks to Irving. Another miss by Irving.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Irving against Paul. It's Redick on the wing. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Redick's got 5.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
The shot by Pierce will not go. The Cavaliers trail by 3. The drive by James. That is good. James has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Greg, as you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is Doc Rivers.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they've had the 3rd best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now
shot by Chris Paul. The drive by Shumpert. Good. Shumpert's got his first bucket in this one.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Paul is doubled. Tipped away. The dish to Pierce. He feeds it to Griffin. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start this season, his return to Cleveland last year.
He got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Smith checked in for Shumpert, and it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now here's James. He's got 6. Outside Williams. Smith for 3. It's rebounded by Stevenson.
And that atmosphere that LeBron was after, I mean, he described it as wanting a family-like atmosphere.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Here's James following the score by Jamal Crawford. And now running up the court, Stevenson pushing it up. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Cavaliers making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Williams passes to Varejao. Jefferson has a wide open look. Offline with his 3.
And to touch on the Cleveland atmosphere, you know, you could see as the season unfolded, it became a big part of what LeBron was able to accomplish in Miami, starting to work itself into that roster.
And it's Smith finishing it off.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And he gets it back. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot's good from Aldridge.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Williams against Paul. Out to Smith, to the paint. Here's Varejao. Uses both hands to slam it down.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
The alley-oop. Williams with the block. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles on top, leading by a point. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And a chance to hear from DeAndre Jordan, who talks about the inspiration he drew from head coach Doc Rivers.
Doc told me, you know.
A strong case can be made that Jordan played like the Defensive Player of the Year, Clark, this past season. And the fact that he didn't win it, looks like it'll keep him motivated.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I love the passion he plays with defensively. It seems like a burning fire in him. And Doc has stoked that fire with desire and inspiration. You've got to love how the passion to play defense burns in DeAndre. Let's go.
So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, What have they been doing or not doing?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they piled up all the points.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Kevin Love out there with Jefferson, and it's Thompson in at center. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. James comes in for Jefferson, and Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. Love. Shot is off. Nice D from Griffin. Clippers leading by 3.
And you see the way Blake Griffin plays. He is a force. Very hard to contain him when he gets in close, just due to his strength and activity.
A different look for the Clippers. Pierce comes in for Wesley Johnson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Chris Paul. Now, here is Irving. Amon Shumpert unable to get his last shot to go. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's James. The kick out to Irving. Here's Shumpert. Back to Irving. Cleveland moving it around. Griffin against Love. On the wing, Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Shumpert. The 3. And James gets it to go on the assist by Shumpert. And that's now 9 points for LeBron. For Griffin and his ability to create contact close, he's been called a bull in a china shop, something that I think Clarkey embraces.
Yeah, I think he'd rather be the bull than the china in that situation because of his strength and physicality. And I think that's the right mentality to have as a power forward.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Here's Crawford. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Clippers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in, and Stevenson's checked in for the Clippers. Irving kicks to Dellavedova. Back to Irving. James dishes to Shumpert. Oh, good on the triple. Clippers leading by 5 and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Dellavedova, and Jordan sends it back. And now the Clippers on the break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and it's Stevenson finishing it off.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Now, here is Irving. Back to James. Looking to end the run. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. 2 summers ago, all anyone could talk about was LeBron James and the return to Cleveland.
I mean, you couldn't write that stuff, Kevin. I mean, it was unbelievable, the storyline. I mean, after all the acrimony between LeBron and the ownership as well as the fans. But you know what? He said it best. He truly is back where he belongs.
He's home.
Yes.
He's home. Anderson Varejão's checked in for the Cavaliers. Williams comes in for Kyrie Irving. Varejão with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. Varejão with it. Pass to James. 6 to shoot. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And, you know, for LeBron, he knew he had his work cut out for him in Cleveland. A younger team unseasoned in the playoffs. They had to remake the roster a bit and gain that experience.
And he's not going to pass up on chances like that. Even with just a sliver of daylight, he can get to the rim.
And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And shot on the way. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field.
Get back, get back.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. A different look now for Cleveland. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. And Smith subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Johnson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Paul comes in for J.J. Redick. Mozgov against Smith. Mozgov down low. Puts up the baby hook. Uses the glass to drop it in. Mozgov's got his first 2 points.
And LeBron and the Cavs, I think they'll have a chance to bring that long-awaited championship to the city of Cleveland. But LeBron's return was bigger than basketball. He said it was about hope and inspiring his home state. And no doubt that was accomplished in his first year.
Now here's Mozgov after Wesley Johnson's miss. Oh, and here comes Smith. Oh!
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Crawford's checked in. Williams passes to Smith. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Smith's got 5 now.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Paul with the buckets. He's got 8.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Josh Smith.
Go.
Here is Williams. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Love outside. And the release was before the buzzer. And we're through
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The biggest lead of the quarter was only 3 points. All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
the third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Checking out the game LeBron is having. He has 12 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Pierce in at the 3. Now, here's Irving. Outside jumper. Shot clock at 5. Irving drives in. Paul with the defensive effort.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them. And, you know, J.J. Redick has shown steady improvement in his game. He entered the league as a spot shooter off the bench. Last season, averaged over 30 minutes a game for the Clippers. He's come a long way.
And so here are the Clippers, leading by 5. The drive by James. Off the inbound, no good. And Redick has improved every phase of his game over every year, especially in the area of efficiency. Shooting over 47% from the field last year. And Greg, that by far the highest in his career.
Yeah, and his mid-range jumper last year, just automatic. The turnovers per minute averaged also ridiculously low. It even improved as a defender.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Clippers able to drain the 3. James kicks to Love. Clock at 6. Shumpert gets a wide open look. And another miss by Cleveland.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had have to fight their way out of it.
Paul against Irving. Paul outside. Right side, Jordan. Dishes it to Reddick. Jacks up a three. Love grabs the board. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Here's Griffin. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Love.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Now here is Varejão. James in the post. Pierce covering. Here's Shumpert. But they'll get another chance. It's deflected. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Paul. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And the Clippers, not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of threes.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Lance Stephenson's checked in for Pierce. For the Clippers, you think of Lob City, and it's all dunks. But the reality is, Clark, as Greg was just talking about, that just isn't the case.
It really isn't. I mean, they also led the league in pull-up shots attempted by a wide margin, about 24 pull-up Jays a game.
And obviously, Chris Paul's one of the most highly recognized players in the game. High school All-American, college All-American, NBA Rookie of the Year. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Now here's Shumpert. Passes it to Dellavedova. Back to Shumpert. Outside Irving. Off target with his three. Clippers leading by 5. Jumps up. And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
The pass to Dellavedova. Love kicks to Dellavedova. Irving against Paul. Outside Irving. The feed to Shumpert. Launches a three. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Highly decorated Chris Paul. Multiple NBA All-Team selections. All defensive team selections. No MVP yet. It's probably right around the corner, though, for him.
Yeah, you know what? He's only worried about one thing, though, and that's hoisting that Larry O'Brien championship trophy at some point.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Chris Paul, guys, for the last decade, the best point guard in the NBA. Now, there's some new competition for that distinction, though, with Steph Curry breaking through to NBA stardom. And it's always exciting to watch these two go head-to-head.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for LeBron. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And it's Williams in for Irving.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Stevenson kicks to Paul. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. How would you compare Chris Paul and Steph Curry?
Well, Steph Curry is just an off-the-chart shooter. I think the best in the history of the game in overall shot-making and creativity as far as shooting goes. Paul is more of an orchestrator, a maestro supreme.
Williams a screen. Here's Smith. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going.
Whoa! Ooh, that's That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Dellavedova.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
There's the steal. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Feeds to Smith from downtown. Smith missing again. And here's Crawford. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Smith. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Thompson down low with Mozgov. And it's Irving at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. James dishes to Thompson. Nobody near Irving. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Irving's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Cavs. Paul passes to Jordan. Here's Griffin. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely save the layup with that foul and make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And guys, Blake Griffin has got to be one of the more humble stars in the league. You rarely hear about off-court issues and interviews. He's engaging and comes off kind of as a regular guy.
That's the way it appears to me, Kevin. The young man has his head screwed on pretty tight and both feet on the ground. He started out as a class act, and he stayed on.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity. And talking about Blake Griffin, one of the more well-liked players in our league, but also one of the most teed-up players, top 5 in the league for the past 4 seasons. He's been ejected from several games as well.
He doesn't get the second one.
And, getting back to Griffin, it's hard to stay grounded in this league. All the money, endorsements, ad campaigns, commercials, and so forth, that stuff can take you off track. But I think he's going to be grounded and maintain his focus going forward.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Irving with it. Chris Paul covering. Irving kicks to Shumpert. He dishes it to Mozgov. Back to Shumpert. Fires from deep. Cannot hit. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. The try by Paul. The kick out to Pierce. Pocket 6. The dish to Jordan. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He hasn't been happy with their shot selection. He told them, we're forcing things out there, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, work for the open shot in the flow of our offense. We'll see if they heed that advice, Kevin.
He was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time. And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
And the wide open shot from Redick. And it's off from three-point range. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Mozgov with it. Al Pierce defending. Left side, Irving. And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. And that'll be his third foul so far.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Paul kicks to Jordan. Pierce with a wide open look. No good with the triple.
Well, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Cleveland moving the ball around. James against Jordan. The kick out to Irving. There's the three. There's the bucket. Good. Irving's got it back down to within single digits for the Cavs.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Paul is doubled. Kicks it to Redick. Out to the wing. Griffin goes in. He feeds it to Redick. Pass to Paul. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
The kick out to Irving. And it's going to be two free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 15 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really space to the floor.
Love's checked in for Cleveland. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Shumpert with it. He's picked up by Paul. Irving from long range. And another miss by Cleveland. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Clippers leading by 8. The drive by Paul. Pierce for 3.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Down low. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Pierce. LeBron against Crawford. He kicks to Pierce. Back to Crawford. 4 on the shot clock. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. And the Clippers lead by 10.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
James dishes to Love. The 3. And good on the basket. Booking.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
The Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Paul against Irving. Paul outside. Pass to Pierce. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Here's Shumpert. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
Paul against Shumpert. Here's Crawford. Great D that time from Irving. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Good.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
And an intentional foul right there. It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. timeout called. Cleveland. They're losing by 7. 8 seconds left in the fourth. That is what you're taking.
And look, this one's out of reach. I don't know what they're thinking with this timeout.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plan for after the game. Who knows? But let's just get out of here.
8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
I mean, you've got to have more awareness on the floor and not make those kinds of errors.
Yeah, brain fade, brain neutral error, and those will cost you.
Gigioni can't hit. So the Clippers with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's catch up with...
Thanks, Kevin. We'll play.